bedrooms. You'll find that saves a fortune in cooling costs during the summer. A walk-in closet, which I dare say is larger than my living room.
How poignant.
What?
There by the bed. Empty shoes. This is where it all began, yes?
I beg your pardon.
The balcony doors!
I'd rather not.
They were left ajar. They were pried open?
You know, I don't appreciate it. I don't approve.
Around the lock, scuffs, gouges.
I'm here to show the house. I'm not a detective. I'm not a talk show
Well,
host.
forgive me for noticing, but there on the
The
wainscoting,
paint has been retouched.
along the
The
molding,
carpets have been shampooed.
traces exist.
No, where?
Splotches.
There's nothing to notice.
There on the edge, rimming the baseboards.
I don't see a thing.
The electrical outlets, where are they?
What?
This is a fair question for...
It's a taunt. It's a jive.
For clock radios, a lamp, an electric blanket. These things require voltage.
All sorts of appliances require voltage, Dr. Simian. All sorts.
A laptop, a heating pad. Nothing pneumatic, nothing menacing.
Don't be facetious, Doctor.
Show me.
Please.
Where?
Under the headboard, there behind the vanity.
The wall plate, it's scorched.
What did you expect? It was overburdened. It was profoundly misused.
Down here, out of sight, out of mind.
There are still a few details.
A few vestiges.
A few repairs.
She was a singer, wasn't she? She was on television in New York.
Dr. Simian, if you have inquiries about the house, about its architecture, its design, its upkeep...
She sold thigh cream and overcame personal problems. He made a fortune in junk bonds.
No, I'm sure I don't know.
Of course you know. Everyone knows.
I'm not interested.
You can't flip on the radio. You can't watch the news.
I'm mute, Doctor.
Even pick up a newspaper.
Because of my professional obligations, my necessary involvement, there are certain things I'd rather not know.
The little one, the youngest, the girl.
I have recommended to my employer that we remove those photographs. They're unnerving. Prospective buyers are unhinged.
Freckles, a gap tooth.
Their eyes follow you, no matter where you turn.
What was her name?
All day, every day. They stare me down. Here at work, in this room. Outside, too. In line at the grocery store, the tabloids. On T-shirts, for God's sake. They've even been silk screened.
Oh, look, here she is in a pageant of some sort.
Put that down!
Yeah, she's dressed as a radish. She's singing.
You're not supposed to touch things.
Oh, and look, washing the family dog. Is it true? Even the dog.
You are disturbing things. Me.
The police posit that sometime after 3, she, the girl, heard a sound. If only she'd opted to hide under the bed, they said. If only she'd run out the back door, they said. If only her little legs...
Heather. Her name was Heather.
I'd like to see the nursery.
Do you have children, Dr. Simian?
More questions, Miss Haviland?
Because if you don't have children, if you don't have young children, then the nursery is irrelevant.
Surely you're not selling the home on a room-by-room basis.
Don't insult me, Doctor.
I am interested in purchasing the entire home, not a portion thereof.
It's just, you've hardly inspected the house. The living room, the kitchen, the dining room, and nary a remark. He's bound to have questions about the plumbing, I say to myself, and radon and chimney flues. He'll want to know about the new roof, about winter insulation. But no.
Miss Haviland...
Oh, no. With you, it's all hex signs and hollow shoes and little girls.
But there are whole rooms, entire
The
wings.
is over.
But the backyard, the guest house.
It's 5:30.
I've driven a great distance.
Please leave.
I can't readily arrange another visit here.
Wildwood Park is a private community, a discreet community. It is not some sordid theme park, Doctor. It is not some freak show with its tent flaps spread, torn open for the nation's amusement. It is not some dime store, penny dreadful Stephen King.
A daughter 6 and a son 8. My daughter's name is Sarah. She has a widow's peak and hazel eyes and what at first appears to be an extra appendage, but which upon closer inspection reveals itself to be a rather old rather odorous stuffed bear. A veteran of her bouts with the flu, the washing machine, and even a night spent alone abandoned in the supermarket. He has one eye and leaves an unmistakable trail of fleece wherever he goes. His name, should you require it for the record, is Mr. Pete. My son is Joshua. Because he was slow to walk, he was misdiagnosed with cerebral palsy and gave us quite a scare. Now he is graceful and long of limb. He is obsessed with choo-choo trains. The courts, on the recommendation of my wife's psychiatrist, has granted custody solely to me.
It's upstairs. The wallpaper is a pale green candy stripe, suitable for a boy or girl. Border is Beatrix Potter. Window guards, of course. An intercom, so wherever you are in the house, you never feel far away. The children have their own bath. The basin is low, the tub has a rail. As you can see, the design ensures, attempts to ensure a child's safety. I want desperately to sell this house. I do not like being a sentinel. I do not like standing by quietly as people gape and mock and jeer. It's a disease, doctor, and it's contagious, and some days it's true. I fear I am catching it. This is not a movie. This is not television. What I do is necessary. Houses are bought and sold. But sometimes what I do here feels like desecration. Walking in their tracks, sifting through their things. Oh, God, forgive me.
Did you know the victims, Miss Haviland?
No.
Not even a passing acquaintance?
No.
Then allow me to suggest that this horrible incident perhaps wields far more power over you than it should.
That's all I think about. I have my own husband, my own children. We're remodeling our place on the Eastern Shore. My mother has cancer. These things, they are the substance of my life. And now they are merely distractions to keep me from obsessing, to drive the endless litany of questions from my head. Why that night? Why those children? The parents, were they spared the sight? Were they taken first? Or were they forced to witness? And this, doctor, haunts me the most. What sort of man, what kind of brute creature?
Anyone, I suppose, would wonder.
It's worse than wondering. Far more extreme. Once, a canceled appointment. I barricaded the front door, reset the alarm, drew the shades. From her closet, a robe, blue with pink piping. And I sat in the study, swathed in her smell, poring through family albums. Birthdays, Christmases, afternoons at the fair, first day at school, anniversary notes, private, still perfumed. They were not mine, but they could have been mine. They might as well have been mine. I am such a hypocrite, doctor.
It's all right.
I sat alone in the dark, with the lights out, and I waited.
For what?
The balcony door to open. The soft, almost noiseless crunch of rubber soles on white shag.
Why?
If God gave me the chance to see evil, doctor, then I would look. And that's a terrible thing to know about oneself.
You are.
Go ahead, say it.
You are a very bad little monkey.
I want my own life back, my own concerns.
Let's take a moment. We don't have to move. Remember, Miss Haviland, you have your own home, your own retreat.
A new family here. That would be nice. An antidote, yes, doctor? Isn't that the word? I hope that you will contemplate this house. I hope that with all my heart.
I intend to.
And I would like to be free of this. And I'm like you and your children, a fresh start.
Remember, Miss Haviland, you have your own home, your own retreat. And now, would you escort me to the front porch?
My pleasure, Doctor.